the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Coming up in the news at noon, police take 2 semi-automatic rifles from teenagers near a metro station, what officials say they were planning. And later, calling for change after a fire tore through the Arrive Apartments in Silver Spring, how one safety precaution could have done more.
And we are starting to see those showers move out of our area, but we are tracking some record-breaking warmth as we head into your Thursday, so definitely keep it here. We'll talk about that in just a bit.
Thank you, Brittany. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Developing now, preventing a scary situation on the Metro. We learned overnight that Metro Transit Police seized not 1, but 2 loaded semi-automatic rifles from teenagers. A lot of times we cover the aftermath of a tragedy, but this time the guns were apparently caught before they could do much damage. So take a look at these pictures coming from the Metro Transit Police. They were only made public a few hours ago, but according to them, this actually happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. They say the 2 teenagers, a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old, were tampering with cars in the downtown Largo Metro garage, which is attached to the station. Semi-automatic rifles were loaded at the time of the arrest. Of course, after the arrest, coming at a tense time of the transit system, just this past Friday, a 19-year-old was shot and killed on board a Metro bus in Montgomery County. And exactly 3 weeks ago, a Metro employee was also shot and killed right on a station platform after heroically getting in the way of the gunman who was threatening a woman. So we took a closer look at the stats this morning and found out that in January of this year, there were 8 weapon law violations on the system. In both 21 and 2022, there were 94 each year. In Montgomery County, they're now offering an incentive to join the Montgomery County Police Department. The county is offering a $20,000 bonus for new sworn-in police recruits. The initial part of the effort was generated through savings. It stemmed from personnel vacancies within the Montgomery County Police Department. Well, 3 people are in the hospital after being shot overnight in Northeast D.C. Police say that it happened on Montana Avenue near Route 1. One person is currently in critical condition, and that's according to police. And officials found shell casings and damage to nearby parked cars. Investigation into what led to the shooting is still ongoing. Right now, there are no known suspects at this time. And tenants who have been able to return to their apartments after that deadly Silver Spring fire are now calling for better safety measures. Our Tosin Fakile reports on the request to speed up installing a sprinkler system.
The big safety measure that residents want to see immediately is sprinklers. Officials say this high-rise behind me is one of nearly 80 high-rise residential buildings around Montgomery County that does not have sprinklers. Now, that disturbing fire happened on Saturday. Officials say it started on the 7th floor. Officials say the fire took the life of a 25-year-old woman when she tried escaping the flames. We now know 89 units have been condemned. On Tuesday, some who lived here started moving back into portions of the high-rise. And as those who live here work to get back to normal, they're calling for safety improvements, especially installing sprinklers.
I mean, our lease isn't 10 years long. I mean, you know, it's 12 months to 15 months, and we would like to see change that's going to be impacting the residents that are living there now.
I want to live in an environment that's safe, and I can come home and feel comfortable that if something does happen, I have the support and the protection that I need to be able to get out quickly.
Maryland Fire Marshal says sprinklers could have prevented the death of the 25-year-old woman and significantly reduced damage to apartments here. In Maryland, all buildings, regardless of when they were built, will be required to have sprinklers installed no later than January 1st, 2033. In Silver Spring, I'm Tosin Fakile for DC News Now.
Our thanks to Tosin, and one nonprofit is now taking donations to help those affected by the high-rise fire in Silver Spring this past weekend. The nonprofit Making Home Possible will now help bring in funds for those affected at the request of the county. While the building is not a Making Home Possible property, the organization says they have close ties to the community, and you can go to the website to donate straight to their Silver Spring High-Rise Fire Fund. Well, as Metro releases their fiscal year 24 budget proposal, They're now asking for community input. The public comment period comes as the budget seeks to improve ridership. Set at $4.8 billion, the proposal focuses on customer service and experience, and they hope that funding will modernize transportation and infrastructure. Well, happening tonight, the Anti-Defamation League of Washington, D.C. is hosting a community conversation on anti-Semitism in Montgomery County. This follows the rise in hate crimes targeted at Jewish people in the area, especially in county schools. The Anti-Defamation League is hosting the virtual session for parents and community members to share updates about the ongoing efforts to stop these hate crimes. People will also be given a chance to voice their concerns. The session is being held in partnership with the Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Washington. It starts at 7:30. And today's the first annual toast to LGBTQ+ elders. Now, the event is hosted by the Mayor's Office of LGBTQ Affairs and the LGBTQ+ community. Toast is a way to give thanks and recognition to those who have paved the way for the community. Specifically, they will be highlighting Earlene Budd for her 35+ years of outstanding and extraordinary dedication to communities. She focused on support and harm reduction services. The event is at 4 p.m. at the Atlas Performing Arts Center. Well, the Supreme Court hearing cases that could have consequences for social media websites. The cases will decide if platforms like Google, Facebook, or Twitter can be liable for posted content. One family says that Google is partially responsible for the ISIS terrorist attack that killed their daughter because YouTube's system recommended more ISIS extremist content when users showed interest. Hannah Brandt is in Washington with more.
The heart-wrenching death of Noemi Gonzalez brought her parents to the Supreme Court.
We're just seeking for justice.
Gonzalez was a California college student killed in a terrorist attack in Paris in 2015. Now, her family is suing Google-owned company YouTube, claiming its algorithms helped ISIS spread its message and attract recruits. Lower courts sided with Google, and now the Supreme Court will make the ultimate call.
And hopefully this will change the internet.
Wednesday, the justices will hear a related case accusing Twitter of not effectively policing terrorist content. At the heart of both legal battles is Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, a 1996 law which shields tech companies from being sued over content posted by their users.
Every other industry has to internalize the costs of its conduct. Why is it that the tech industry gets a pass?
During arguments in the first case, justices wrestled with the debate over Section 230, with Justice Elena Kagan joking about the court's online expertise.
We're a court. We really don't know about these things. You know, these are not like the 9 greatest experts on the internet.
And some are concerned that taking away the online immunity would damage the basic functions of the internet and open tech companies to a flood of legal battles.
Many times more defamation suits, discrimination suits.
Justice Brett Kavanaugh suggested any changes to Section 230 should come from lawmakers.
Isn't it better to keep it the way it is for us and Congress, to put the burden on Congress to change that?
In the wake of the overturn of Roe v. Wade, abortion access has become limited in some states, and now the military are facing challenges. Many of the most restrictive states are home to major military bases. Beginning next month, the Defense Department will provide some services to service members and dependents. It provides travel allowances and up to 3 weeks leave if you must go out of state to receive abortions. Mississippi Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith said that these kinds of rules are wrong.
I don't know of a lot of veterans seeking an abortion, but because it's a hospital that's controlled by the federal government, that was the access that has been used. There's a lot to be done still.
And many Republicans are also supporting a lawsuit against the FDA that restricts public access to abortion pills, giving patients even fewer options.